Good afternoon, welcome back to Turbo Tortoise Tech. My name is Woogie Triple XL, and in this review we are having a look at the AI mic adapter from Asus. So basically, in a nutshell though, this is literally just a USB sound card, and then most of the tomfoolery and trickery that this device is giving you is actually mostly software based. So it's literally just a USB 3.1 little sound card in there, and then it comes out to a normal 3.5mm jack, and then from there it goes USB into USB 3.1. If you don't have that on your board, then there is a provided USB 3 adapter, which is quite nice to have. But one of the advantages of this is that it's a complete sound card all in one in that little space over there, which is pretty cool. One of the disadvantages though is that it's actually set up for 3-pin jacks, so your mic and your stereo all to be in one. I did try it just in stereo with the microphone through this, and it didn't actually work. So unless you have a 3.1 into here, it's not going to run like a normal stereo jack setup. That didn't work at all, and I did check, it wasn't me. I tested it on my my onboard sound card and my add-on sound card, and it didn't work on either, which was a little bit weird. But from here, we're going to have to take it over to my setup so I can show you how this thing functions.
Okay, so here we are. I have the setup on me. I'm just using the microphone, that's why the headphones aren't on, and then I'm going to play back the sound through my speakers. So I've got a funky tune open up over here, just so you can get an idea of what the flat mic sounds like, and then obviously without noise cancellation, you will hear the tunes coming through the microphone, and probably quite distorted. This can't be too good of a time, so I'm not going to play it for too long, but it's just so that you guys get the idea. Now if I switch to the AI noise cancelling, however, you'll notice a couple of differences. Okay, so this is now me on the microphone adapter. I have the window with in front of me, and this is sort of the default. If you just click default, it'll go to 5 to 10, but this is a boom microphone right in front of us, so we're going to set it to 5 centimeters so that it knows the distancing, and then we'll set it to mid as a starter. But I think you can already hear the sort of loss in quality. But if I click play on the track now, so I can jam out, but if I talk to you and then simultaneously, then of course it's going to pick up the sound. But I think that makes the point. I've clicked pause on the track now, by the way. But the thing is, if you increase this level, so if it's high, you'll immediately notice that the quality has dropped even further. And low, you do still get some noise coming through. And then the audio quality does suffer quite heavily. And yes, it does work, don't get me wrong. You can play around with these settings as you need to. I find that the default setting does do quite a good job of cancelling out the sounds as I'm busy playing them off the speakers as I were before. But that quality loss, this is not going to set you up in a recording studio or something to that. And speaking of studios, I think it's best we go back there right now.
As you can see, it does work as advertised. It does do noise cancelling, if not with some quite large quality dips, unfortunately. But the facility, as far as this thing goes right now in the current space in the world, without places being crowded as they would normally be, I would say if you were sitting at a coffee shop doing meetings and stuff, this would be ideal. But considering that's probably not a thing in most of the world at the moment, if you're working on like a construction site or something with loud and noisy equipment, then yeah, this would actually work quite well. For general everyday use though, the quality losses just sort of make it null for me. It's not something that I would want to keep permanently in my setup. You know, if you're sitting on Discord with some mates and you wanted to play some music on your speakers, there's better ways of doing it, to be honest. But there are applications for this, and I think it's a good first attempt. I think if they can make it maybe slightly a bit bigger to increase that quality, then they will be a really, really cool product, because most of it's software based anyway. All the clever trickery that this device is doing is software based. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching this review. I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, hit us up with a like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the flip side.